Hi and welcome back to part 2 of my 10 favourite console games video. Streets of Rage 2 on the Sega Mega Drive is one of my favourite beat 'em up games. The 2-player mode was fantastic and my brother and I spent a lot of time trying to fight through the hordes of enemies. Max was always my go-to character because of his size and strength. The different weapons, boss fights, and varied locations kept the game entertaining from start to finish. Command & Conquer Red Alert was my favourite strategy game on the PlayStation. I usually played as the Soviets because it was fun being on the bad guy side for a change. Building bases, managing resources, and producing tanks, aircraft, and submarines was incredibly addictive. My favourite defensive structure was the Tesla coil. Watching it fire electricity at enemy units never got old. World War Z on the Xbox is another game that kept me coming back. I loved the huge zombie hordes and the way they could climb over each other to reach players. The class system also added plenty of replay value whether you preferred ranged combat, explosives, melee attacks, or support roles. Unlocking new perks and weapons gave you a good reason to keep progressing through the game. One of the most addictive games I ever played on the Xbox was Red Dead Online. I originally bought it just to play with a friend overseas, but it ended up being the only game I played for the whole year. There was always something to do, from horse races and PvP matches to bounty hunting, moonshine missions, and defending trains from other players. I especially enjoyed using explosive arrows. The main downside to the game was dealing with griefers and the early disconnection issues, but even with those problems, I still had a great time with it. My final pick is Resident Evil 2 that I played on the PlayStation, as well as the remake on the Xbox. The atmosphere in this game is fantastic. Exploring the police station while trying to survive with limited ammunition created a constant sense of tension. I liked that Leon and Claire had different storylines and obstacles, which encouraged multiple playthroughs. Trying to decide whether to fight or conserve ammo added to the suspense, and the tyrant stalking you through the game made it even more intense. For me, it remains one of the greatest survival horror games ever made. So those are my 10 favourite console games. Thank you very much and have a great day.